My name is Dorothy Christopher Shechambo. I am a standard 7 pupil at Atlas Ubungo campus. In front of you today, I'm going to talk about Atlas Ubungo campus. I would like to welcome all those who are out there looking at me at our school, Atlas Ubungo campus. I would like to show you our classrooms and our surroundings of our school. Welcome. I would like to show you the classrooms now. This is our way of going to classes.
Good morning, class.
In the world of science, where knowledge brings, safety science speaks in vibrant streams, a language of caution, a visual guide. In use distinct, their meaning reside. Yellow, a warning, a cautioning light. In the laboratories, where dangers are light. Prohibition in red, a vivid decree. Forbidden zones, where peril we see. Mandatory in blue, a directive song. Guiding steps, a path not wrong. Emergencies called, in green it gleams. When crisis looms, breaking through the dreams. Advantages are plenty, safety signs declare. In the realm of science, they are truly rare. A shield against perils, a silent guide. Through experiments and discoveries wide. So read these signs, O curious mind. In science journey, safety bind. With warnings, prohibitions, and mandates told. Let the color speak, let safety enthrall. Archimedes' principle states that when an object is partially or totally immersed in a fluid, it experiences an aqueous force, which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. The law of flotation states that a floating body displaces its own weight of the fluid in which it floats. Good morning, teacher Zamiru.
Good morning, how are you?
We are fine, thank you, teacher Zamiru. What about you, teacher Zamiru?
I'm fine, get seated. Today, I'm introducing a new topic known as nervous system. Okay, have you ever heard about this topic? No. So it's a new topic to you. I'm here to introduce it to you. So when we talk about nervous system, we are talking about the system of special cells, special cells, tissues, and organs which control the body's response towards internal and external stimuli. Okay? We are talking about this system. Now when it comes to special cells, because we said the system of special cells, which special cells are we talking about here? Now here we are talking about the longest cells of the body, which are called the neurons. Okay? Neurons. So we have 3 neurons. So neurons have to work together with tissues. We have got like 4 tissues, but now here we are going to look at the glands and muscles. That these neurons have to work together with glands and the muscles, and also organs. These are now the sensory what? Sensory organs, of which this one we know. We have the tongue, we have nose, the ear, the skin, and the eye. These are the 5 sensory organs. Now, together, all these ones work together in order to control how the body responds towards now internal, towards internal and external what? External stimuli. Now, when to talk about internal stimuli, external stimuli, here we refer to anything. So when you talk about stimuli, we refer to anything that triggers a response. Anything that triggers a response. So when you talk about external, can you mention for me any external stimulus that triggers a response? Anything that the body has to respond, and it is external. The body has to respond towards it. Yes, I can see a lot of hands. Queen Esther?
Touch.
Touch? Touch is a stimulus, is it? Yes. That the body responds to it. And it is detected by which sensory organ? The skin. Another example? Examples of external stimuli?
Smell.
Smell, which is detected by the nose. Now, thank you. We have some more. Temperature, okay? The coldness and the hotness, light, and so many others that are external. Now we have internal stimuli that the body responds. Jotham?
Hunger. Thirst.
Thirsty.
Pain.
So now, class, we have seen that when we talk about nervous system, we are talking about the system of special cells, tissues, and organs. The system of special stimuli. That system. Now it is the one I have brought to you. Now, when we talk about a neuron, we talk about special cells. Okay? Special cells. Here we said we have neuron. The longest cell in the body. This one is responsible for transmitting electrical impulses or coordinating electrical impulses, okay, between the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. So here now I'm introducing the types of nervous system. It is divided into 2 types: the peripheral system. Okay? Nervous system. These are the 2 types. But my emphasis is on how the neuron transmits message in order for the body to respond. Okay? To respond towards internal and external stimuli. We have seen these ones. Okay? Now, when we talk about a neuron, you will write later. When we talk about a neuron has just got a very fine structure that can be drawn just in a very simple way. Neuron can be drawn in a very simple way. You will draw later. Can you see it clearly? Yes. Now that one is called neuron. Neuron or nerve cell. This is a neuron. Now, how does it function? Before we look at these parts, the dendrites. Dendrites. Now, in the neuron, we have seen the sensory organs. All organs have got this neuron, are connected with this neuron. We start with the skin that detects pain, okay? That detects temperature and others, touch. Now, these one, the dendrites, are found in every part of the skin. Every part of the skin. That when you are burnt, when someone pinches you, okay? Now, these dendrites receive the signal and then transmit it towards the cell what? The cell body, actually to the nucleus. This one. The nucleus. So the function of the dendrite is to receive the signal from the sensory organ. Let it be the eye, let it be the ear, the tongue, and others. They have dendrites. Their function is to receive the signal. Now when it comes to the nucleus, which is found in the cell body, this one is the cell body, but specifically this one is the nucleus that control the performance of the what? The cell. The chemical function of the cell. Now, this one, the nucleus receive the signal. This receive, transmitted towards here. Then this signal has to be taken. Because now this one, meaning that this is the sensory neuron. This signal has to be taken towards the central nervous system. But through this part here, this tube-like structure, this one, the tube-like structure known as axon. Axon, the tube-like structure known as axon. This one, it carries electrical impulse. That's why it is coated. It is coated. Class, do you understand me? Yes. Now, you see the body working, somebody pinches you. You see, you are responding. That message is received by this one, taken to the nucleus, through the axon, it is taken to the brain. You see now, you are responding. Hey, teacher, leave me. That is a response. You cry. That is a response that you have received the pain. You have detected the pain somewhere. Someone has pinched you. Okay? Now, this one is called the axon. It is protected by this one, a sheet of what? Of proteins. Okay? This one, known as what? Myelin. I think you can see the diagram properly there in the textbook. Hope everyone has the textbook. That's the diagram I'm trying to draw there and trying to explain. This one, because it carries electrical impulse, then it has to be insulated. So we know electric wires are insulated. Is it? Now also this one carrying electrical message, it has to be insulated by a coat of proteins and the fats. That is called myelin cysts. These ones are axonal terminals. These ones are axonal terminals that are connected to the what? To the intermediate neuron. Okay? Now, is there anyone having a question about this one before I proceed? Now I want to ask, if you have understood me, I have some questions. Before we write, I have some questions before I proceed. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Without reading from the chalkboard, who can define nervous system without checking from what is written on the chalkboard? Hey, don't read on the chalkboard. You tell me, what is nervous system?
Nervous system is a system of special cells, tissues, and organs that controls the body's response toward internal and external stimuli.
Clap hands for her. We have listed, good enough they are not written here, examples of stimuli. Anything that triggers a response, we have listed examples. Examples of external.
Pain and touch.
Pain, touch. Can you add another one?
Yes. Smell.
And smell. Clap hands for her. Now we have also internal. Examples of internal. Tekla. We have hunger, pain, and thirsty. Clap hands for her. I have one more last question. And this one, I want the whole class to answer. I want the whole class to answer. The whole class. The longest cell in the body is known as? Neuron. Clap hands for yourselves. Should I ask some more?
Yes.
What is the function of dendrites in neurons? The function of dendrites. Of dendrites is to
Transport information to the nucleus.
Transport, detect, and transport the information from the sensory organ to the cell body. That is the nucleus, where we have the nucleus. Clap hands for her. Now, class, it seems that you have understood me, is it?
Yes.
Now, who can come forward here and pass us through what we have discussed? Just, no matter, just a little bit about what you have understood. Who is ready?
I'm going to discuss about the nervous system, which our teacher taught us today. Nervous system is a system of special cells, tissues, and organs that controls body's response towards external and external stimuli. Stimuli is anything that triggers response. Well, we have examples of internal and external stimuli. Examples of external stimuli are touch, smell, and taste. Examples of internal stimuli are pain, thirst, and hunger. Also, we have parts of the nervous system. There are two. The nervous system is divided into two parts, known as the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. The peripheral nervous system has a neuron which detects information from the sensory organs and transports it to different parts of the body. We also have, this is a neuron. Well, we have parts of the neuron. There is the dendrites, nucleus, myelin sheath, axon, and axonal terminals. The dendrite is used to detect information and transport it to the cell body, and the cell body is used to transport information to the axonal terminals through the axon. Also, we have the myelin sheath, which contains the proteins and fats. Thank you.
As we learned today, in the nervous system, the system of special cells and organs and tissues, which controls the body's response towards the external and internal stimulus. We have the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. Well, one of the things we also discussed about is the neuron, which teacher has drawn and labeled for us today here. It has the parts like dendrites, myelin sheath, axon, and the nucleus. One of the functions we discussed about is the function of the dendrite, which is to receive the signal from the sensory organ to transmit it to the cell body, which is the nucleus, which is then transported through the axon to the axonal terminals, which is then transported to other parts of the nervous system, which we have not yet learned. Also, one of the parts of the neuron is the myelin sheath, which we have learned has proteins and fats, which is used to protect the axon from damage.